What's up, guys? Jamie Grace here. Welcome. It's October 13th. Today is a really important day. There's something else going on today. Oh, it's Prime Day, so you can totally order my brand new book, Finding Quiet, on Amazon Prime, or you can order my brand new book, Finding Quiet. Bella's pumped. You hear how pumped she is? She's trying to make sure all of y'all know to buy it. She's actually eating a banana right now, and that's literally how this child acts when she eats food. And I don't think that I don't think there's anything else in life that I'm more proud of than the fact that she literally screams when she eats. Like, she gets so excited about it. So yeah, you can order my brand new book, Finding Quiet, from Amazon. You can order it at Barnes & Noble. You can get it at Target. You can get it at Goodwill. You can get it at McDonald's. You can get it at Taco Bell. But you can also get it at jamiegrace.com, which is the only place that you can get it signed. And I'm going to be signing it for you guys today and also answering some questions in the middle of signing some books. Now, I want to make sure that I do give a couple of shout outs, first and foremost, to my launch team, then also to the Patreon community. Hi, Bella. So I want to make sure I give a couple of shout outs. Shout out to It's Danielle Nicole. She's actually one of the region leaders from the launch team. She's from Canada. Thank you so much, girl. Hannah Rose is here from the launch team. Thank you, girl. I appreciate all the love that y'all have been showing this book. It's been so cool to have. Maddie is here. What's up, guys? We have a celebrity in the room. Maddie Zamzam. She's my new friend, so it's okay that I don't know how to say her name yet, but she's my Gen Z friend, which we realized yesterday. Well, I realized yesterday she was Gen Z, and I just felt so like young and like free. Okay, let's see. Queen Lori, another region leader. Thank you so much. Grace Chavez. Grace Chavez writer, another member from my launch team. Thank you so much. Abby Thompson, another region leader from the launch team. Hannah Bell from the launch team. Thank you guys so much. Leslie from Patreon. You guys, this book would not have happened without my Patreon community. I mean, it's like such a big deal, like everything that they're able to do. It seems like it's not that big of a deal, but it's $5 a month and you get exclusive Jamie Grace content, like videos and songs and things like that. And so, what up Hannah for him from the launch team. And so my Patreon community, they pay that $5 a month and they are just incredible and I love them so much. And so every time you guys see me doing a new project, I want you guys to know that my Patreon community is such a huge part of that. And then my launch team, which is like Clara and Sue. Also, we've got Sarah Designer from Patreon. The launch team is the team that helped you guys find out about this book. Sarah Lucy Art. Aurora Corley is here from Patreon. So every time you guys see really cool pictures and posts and graphics from this book, it's probably because the launch team was on the turn up. So thank you guys so much for making this book happen. Now, just so you guys know, I do this on the regular, and not to be like, oh, I'm so fancy, but I sign books and posters and stuff like on a literal regular basis. And so if you don't order your copy today, like if you order it tomorrow from jamiegrace.com or you order it the next day, you order it in 2057, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I will still be here and I will still sign your book. So do not worry. Abby said, hi, Bella, we hear you. So Bella will probably not make a visual cameo appearance tonight. Well, if you want to make that happen, then she can. That was Erin saying, aw. Bella is not fully clothed right now. She is living that free life that I'm at home with my family life. Jonathan Traylor, what up, guys? All the celebrities are up in here. What's up, bro? It's good to hear from you. Really? You have blueberries? Oh, no, you're saying something else. I know. So I was like, blueberries? That's what he said. Y'all, Bella is the funniest person on the planet. Bella, okay. If y'all heard what she said, I think it's funny, but we're not going to have that conversation right now. Anyway, so I'm going to keep citing these books because I really do enjoy it. Also, I wanted to answer some questions about Finding Quiet as well. So there is a little question box down at the bottom. If you want to ask me anything, you are more than welcome to do so. I did not know it did that. I'm an old lady. See, this is why I need Gen Z friends. I did not know. You want to go with Dada?
Come on.
Dada can get you an outfit. You want Dada get you a shirt so you can say hi? So I did not know that until right now. My Sharpie just I did not know till right now that if you do like the question box in your story, I did not know that it will then turn into the questions on your Instagram live, which is really cool. I just found that out in this exact moment. So that's really cool. That's a question that I have been getting a lot, and I want to go ahead and answer it. So someone said, is this book appropriate for teenagers? So I would say, I know that this is like always never really the answer that people want, but this is what I would say. I need to sign the inside of these books too, because that's what Aaron was saying. He was like, don't forget to sign the inside, because it's like a sleeve, you know? So it's really cool. The actual book is like this really cool brown gray thing, and then this is like this rose gold, I don't know, inlay or whatever. I like it a lot. So I'm really happy about how the book turned out. So I think it's one of those things where you honestly have to gauge it by the kind of teenager that you have. I suggest this book for 18 and up, college students and up, or young adults and up. You know, of course I do a lot of stuff that is very suitable for all ages and for families, but at the same time, like, I am 28 and this book is like my story and my life, and it does talk about some of my postpartum experiences. It does talk about some mature like things that I've experienced and like witnessed, you know, in the entertainment business. So it is not a book for kids, and specifically for teens, but if you have a mature teenager or a mature young adult, like, I definitely think they can handle it. You know, it's not like, there's nothing in this book that is questionable or mature for entertainment value. If it's there, it's because it's something that I witnessed or experienced or am learning to understand. So hopefully that helps people understand a little bit better, because I know a lot of people were asking me, like, how young, like, you know, like, what age is this book appropriate for? And it's definitely written more with young adults and 20-somethings and 30-somethings in mind. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Okay, I want to click on the questions box thingy. So I don't know if the questions are at the top or the bottom. Okay, so this is probably like this is a really good question, and kind of, I think, will help just explain the book in general. So what was the inspo for this book? Well, my sister Morgan, my claim to fame, the poet Morgan Harper Nichols, she is an incredible writer. And a couple years ago, like, I was just experiencing a lot of life change. I think we're all always experiencing life change, but about 2 years ago, I was just experiencing a lot of life change. My family and we had just moved. Someone just said the website says they're on back order. Yeah, so you can still order them. It's just, you guys are amazing, and the sales kind of like turned up today, which is awesome. But yeah, you'll still get your book. It might just take a little bit longer. And by longer, I think that's like a week or something. I don't know. Actually, don't quote me on that. That is not my department. I do this part. Someone said, launch team, that Daniel Rose, thank you so much for joining, bro. Thank you for joining. We didn't have a ton of guys in the launch team. There are like 4 out of like 60 people and like 3 teenagers, or maybe 10 teenagers. So that was really cool to have some young people and some dudes in the launch team as well. Anyways, so my family moved out to the West Coast, which I was loving, but again, life change. My life, even though I'm really honored that people still follow me on Instagram and listen to my music and stuff like that, like, you guys gotta realize, like, my life looks very different now as a 30-year-old independent artist versus what my life looked like as a teen star that was like on tour buses 5 nights a week. So I was doubting a lot in my career because I was, independent, making my music from home. I was like, is this worth it? Am I spending too much time and money for things that won't really make sense financially? Like, what am I doing here? Do I need to get a regular job? Like, I have a degree, so should I go be a youth pastor? I actually had an offer to be a youth pastor. I was like, maybe I should go do that because it just makes sense. And so so I just started journaling, just all the things. I already got distracted and stopped signing. I started journaling all the things that were giving me anxiety and how, like, I was a new wife and everything, how I was going to pursue quiet, pursue peace, find quiet, even in the midst of everything that was stressing me out. And I took it to my sister and just kind of, we do that a lot. We share our writing with each other. And I was like, hey, sis, like, I wanted to share this with you. And, not exactly verbatim, but what she said to me, she was like, hey, this is not a journal. Like, this is chapter 1 of a book. And I think it's funny because, I'm such a little sister sometimes because, like, my sister is literally a famous poet. And I would look at her and I was like, you don't know anything about words. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're dumb. Don't say that word. It's not nice. But she was right and I was wrong. It was a story that needed to be shared. It was the reality that, just because I was a teen star and now I'm like a married mom, living in the suburbs, making music at home, just because like my life has changed, it doesn't mean that like I'm on this island by myself. Like whether you just graduated from high school, whether you just graduated from college, whether you don't want to go to college, but you feel like you're still there because you're trying to, prove to people that you're a good person, whether you are single and loving it, single and frustrated, married and loving it, married and frustrated, no matter where you are in your life, like we all go through seasons in life where we get frustrated and we get overwhelmed. And whether we have an anxiety diagnosis or we're faced with the everyday stress and anxiety of life, of being a human, like we're not alone. We all have those moments. And it was just really refreshing for me to share that with my sister and for her to kind of say back to me like, yo, you're not alone. Like you need to share this with other people. So that's where the idea to write a book came from. I had a book company, a publishing company. They're called Bethany House. It's backwards, but that's in there. They had reached out to me about doing a book and we were going to do a Bible study. And then God was just, dealing with me about this anxiety and everything. And so everything just changed. And I was like, I need to do this book. And they were very supportive. My team was very supportive. So it was really awesome. What's up, Landy King, also from the launch team. Guys, we have a special guest. We have 2 special guests. Bella, you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Can you wave hi?
Say hey, hey, hey.
Can you wave hi? Oh, good job, Isabella. That was so nice of you.
Mama?
Yeah, that's Mama.
Oh, you talking about the book?
Yeah, she's reading my book. Also, guys, this is Aaron, my husband, in case you guys don't know. I don't know where you've been. What's happening? Do you want, no, that's a quarter, baby. Do you want to say anything? You want to count? 1, 2, 3. Good job. Yeah.
Hey.
4, 5.
Okay.
Good job. Yay. And Bella, what sound does the duck make? Quack, quack, quack. What sound does the cow make?
Well, how old are you, Bella?
How old are you? Good job, baby. You're so
good
what?
Job,
Yeah.
Bella.
And when's your birthday? I thought she gets that one like 2 out of. Oh, she said June. Good job, baby. Your birthday's in June.
Hey.
And do you want to say anything else? No? Are you good? You want to sing a song? When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. Yay, Bella. Yay. Good job, princess. You did it. Okay, we'll say bye-bye. Say I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye. Bye.
I love you. Aw, bye-bye, baby. You don't want to go? She's like, excuse me, I'm clearly the star here. Guys, if we could just let Bella Instagram live instead of like me have to Instagram live. I'm so glad that I still do my job because I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't be a good idea if I was like, here, Bella, you just go on Instagram live, you pay the rent. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like that would be a wise steward of, you talking to God. I don't feel like that would be a wise steward of my time as a parent. So, are you talking to God, baby? You praying? That is so beautiful. Mommy is so proud of you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love this question. Who did the cover design? Hi, Princess. So my publisher, I actually feel really bad that I don't know the person's name off of the top of my head. I think the way that it kind of works a lot of times with publishers is like, obviously it's a really talented designer, but it's just kind of like the team did it. But I do know the photographer. Oh, you going upstairs?
I got shocked.
Bella, be careful.
Ow.
That's Daddy. You got to be careful.
Yo, I just got shocked, man. Ow.
Sorry, I'm not laughing. You okay? You go shocked? Are you going to be okay? Bella, can Mommy have the pin?
Get it to Mama.
Thank you so much. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bella. You are the sweetest. Thank you, baby. But yeah, so Kat Harper is the one that did the photography, and then Rachel Reed did my makeup. Aixa at Lachey Salon in Irvine, California, she did my hair, and then Crowned with Glory did my braids the day of. Let me think. My mom did all my styling, including, I put the full photo on my Instagram story earlier today. My mom literally physically made me custom boots for the day for that shoot, and I still wear them now actually. So that was really cool. So Pat Nasha is my homie, my friend, my favorite, no offense to everybody else, over at Bethany House. And she's the one that helped me coordinate for the cover and everything like that. So yeah, I like it. At first I was nervous about it. When they sent it over and they were like, do you like it? I was just so nervous. I was like, yes, I do. Because I get so caught up sometimes, you guys, and this is not a good thing. So, do as I say, not as I do. I get so caught up sometimes about when I'm stepping into an unfamiliar place, I get so nervous that hey Maggie, I gotta text your sister and your dad back. I'm not a good texter. It's not a thing that I do. If you read the book, then you know that. But there's a whole chapter on me not being a good texter and me embracing the fact that I'm not a good texter. I have no idea what I was just talking about. But yeah, so that's the book cover. I don't know. I was probably rambling about something that was probably about. No, Maggie, it's not that I'm not texting you. It's just that they both asked me questions this morning. And I was like, put it on the list. Okay. Now I got to text Maggie. Let's see. Oh, I love this question so much because it's not specifically about the book, but I also feel like it is about the book. What was your middle school life like? I'm in middle school and it's weird and awkward. Here's the thing. Middle school was definitely weird and definitely awkward for me. But I'm not going to lie to you and say right when I hit 9th grade, or 10th grade for some people, that it was no longer weird and that it was no longer awkward. I think that life... Oh, that's from Bella. I think that life is simply weird and life is simply awkward for different reasons and for different scales. Some people might call this weird, but you might think it's cool. Some people might say that's not awkward and you might think it's awkward. So everybody has different perceptions of what that means. But I do think that middle school, and sometimes a little bit before, is the first time that we start to acknowledge those things, the first time that we start to recognize those things, and maybe even the first time that we start to get a little bit stressed about the fact that things are out of our control and that we can't exactly know plan A to plan Z, that things are going to be different and odd. And so I think that middle school isn't so much about we got to get through it so it won't be weird and awkward anymore. It's yeah, it's weird, it's awkward, but learn to embrace the good parts of the weird. Learn to embrace the good part of the awkward, so that as you get older, you're not so much looking for things to change. Sorry, you're not so much looking for things to change, but you're learning to embrace the things that are different. So that's my kind of thought on middle school. The reason why I wanted to answer that, even though this is like a book Q&A, is because a lot of my life changed in middle school, not for the great, not for the best, if you will. And so, I dropped my pen. And so I talk a lot about middle school in this book, and being 11 and being 13, and that was high school for me, but just like that age group. So hopefully that will be beneficial. So someone said, how does your OCD affect your faith, positive or negative? So this one's a little hard for me because not that I don't want to be vulnerable or transparent, but because it is a little bit of a risk to be like fully transparent when it comes to mental health or just health in general on the internet and with strangers. So I don't ever want anybody to think that I'm downplaying my symptoms or downplaying the complexity. It's just that I want to be smart for myself and my own safety. But OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder, which is definitely something that I talk about in the book a lot. A lot of people think that it's like, oh, this person washes their hands all the time because they're OCD, or this person wants to have the kitchen clean all the time because they're OCD. While those can be symptoms of OCD, that's not necessarily what OCD is. As a whole. So if you've ever said oh, I think I'm so OCD because I brushed my hair 3 times today, maybe try to not say that anymore because it's damaging and it's insulting and it's also just inaccurate. Obviously that's not what this person was saying. Kim Possible 7, I love your username, by the way. Obviously that's not what she was saying in her question. I just want to address that for context. My OCD does affect my faith. My OCD affects my everyday life. I will kind of have obsessive thoughts. Even once I've realized something, my brain will have to realize it 15, 20, 30 times. Certain numbers and things like that, certain rhythms, certain patterns. My brain will kind of want me to forget things, and then anxiety will tell me that it's my fault that I forgot them. But then OCD is like, well, we wanted to forget it. And so it's really weird. There's a lot going on up there. I just have to find ways to minimize the noise. And that's not me being like, oh, let me promote the book, but that's literally, this book is my journey. This book is my life. There's so much noise, whether it's my obsessive compulsions, whether it's my anxiety, whether it's my tics, whether it's me being an everyday almost 30-year-old. I'm so ready to be 30. Can y'all tell? Whether it's me being an everyday almost 30-year-old that's just walking around like, oh, do my friends like me? When's my UPS package coming? Did I send it to the wrong place? Oh no, am I gonna have to call our old apartment? I'm gonna have to talk to a person. What time is it? Can I just order something from Taco Bell? But then will I gain weight? Is everything gonna be okay? I don't care if I gain weight. This is my body, my life. Oh my gosh, did that sound political? I didn't mean it like that. I just want to Taco Bell. Literally, that is just my brain. That's not anxiety. That's just me being 28 and me being an overthinker and an overanalyzer. And so that's just the story of my life, which is why I want people to know, if you're diagnosed with OCD, I wrote this for you. But if you just 28 or 17 or 32 and you're just I wrote this for you too, because so much of my life, especially when it comes to my faith and my OCD having a negative impact on my thoughts and my anxiety having a negative impact on my thoughts, so much of my daily routine is learning to quiet that noise, is learning to say, peace, be still, is learning to breathe, is learning to take 30 seconds before I walk into a room with a lot of people and just go, and just embracing quiet. Now, obviously that wasn't 30 seconds. And also I don't walk into rooms with a lot of people now because COVID, and I wear a mask and social distance, and basically I'm still quarantined. That's not a conversation I was trying to have. That's just my life. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Sorry, I'm not really able to answer in full detail. So this is my book, Finding Quiet. In case you're new, in case you just joined, this is Finding Quiet. It just came out today. My husband just commented a bunch of tacos. I love tacos so much. I don't know if he's commenting them because he just wants to comment tacos, or if he's like, do you want to get tacos tonight? Which I did buy some shredded lettuce. So babe, if you want to eat tacos tonight, we totally can. We can do buffalo chicken tacos if you want. So hopefully that was helpful. Excuse me. I did not burp. As you guys know, I don't burp. I'm a lady. So let's see. In 10 words or less, how would you recap or explain Finding Quiet? Let's see. 1, 2. No. Okay. Finding Quiet is a safe space for humans that need it. There we go. So if you are a human in need of a safe space, I got you. The UPS guy just took like 7 packages to our neighbor, and I am having serious FOMO right now. I want to know what everything is. And there's no context where I will know or need to know or find out what's in those boxes, but I just want to know so bad. Oh, Sarah, our designer, I'm so glad that you've asked. Well, let me tell you about something. Also, Sarah, aren't you in the launch team? And if so, did you ask me this on purpose? What a princess you are. Okay, so in case you don't know, there's 2 more things that I want to tell you guys about that kind of go along with Finding Quiet. We launched a Finding Quiet sticker bundle inspired by the book. So I know these are going to be backwards because I'm showing you on my selfie camera, but there's this sticker that says no such thing as normal. There is this sticker that says Finding Quiet. I'm going to go this way. That's a donut shop. That is from Space Jam. There's this sticker that says I choose to let truth have the final word. Thank you, Sarah, designer. You're awesome. There's this sticker that says hope. And then there's this one that says normal. And this sticker here is also, I'm gonna actually go ahead and spin this around for you guys so you can see them all. This sticker is actually the album cover for my EP that comes out in, nope, that's a donut place, in November. So you've got Hope, this sticker bundle you can get, link in my bio or link in my story. No such thing as normal. I'll also repost those sticker bundle tonight. Finding Quiet. And then we've got I choose to let truth have the final word. And we have, Hope and Normal. So this is my EP Normal. It comes out on November 6th. And it has 5 songs on it and 2 poems. And then 1 interlude, all about like my journey of embracing what it means to be different and being okay with being different. This is really nerdy, and so if there are any nerds in here, you're gonna appreciate this. But the way that I produced this EP, I produced it progressively. So the very first track is unedited. It's just a live me and my voice. And the last song has like 12 or 15 different instruments on it. And it builds progressively. So like the second song is just me and a guitar. The third song is me and a guitar and Morgan. The 4th song is me and a guitar and another guitar. Like it builds, like it's such a nerdy decision to make, but I'm just a huge nerd. And so I wanted to do like a progressively produced record that was about like finding quiet, but it gets louder as it goes on. Because I think that that's one of the most important things about finding quiet is that when you do find quiet, you find your voice, you find your story, and you find your purpose, and you can really start living the life that God has called you to live. So the EP Normal comes out November 6th, and you can go ahead and pre-order it. Again, link in my bio and link in story, and I will be sure to repost about it tonight as well. So I'm going to see if there are any more questions. We just hit 5:30, so let's see. Yes, okay. You can actually get the book literally anywhere. So this is what I will tell you guys. What I'll tell you guys about that. So you can go to jamiegrace.com to buy the book signed if you want it. All these books that I'm signing right here are going to be the ones that are sent out from my website at jamiegrace.com, and there's a little pop-up if you wait a couple seconds, and it'll take you to the direct link to where you can go and order your book. It just came out today. But I don't know, again, that's not my department, so I don't know what it looks like shipping internationally. Now, here's the thing. I know that I'm supposed to be like, buy it from me, buy it from me, buy it from me. Like, I know that that's what I'm supposed to say, but if you're in another country, I want you to buy it from the place that makes the most sense for you and is the least stressful. Like, oh my goodness. So I would love for, like, you can check, y'all are cracking me up in the comments. You can check Amazon, Barnes & Noble, if you're international, whatever makes the most sense for you. I don't need you paying unnecessary shipping to get this book. It's not that good. I ain't trying to get nobody to send me no money that they don't need to be sending me. It's going to be okay. If you've already heard the EP Normal, I saw you guys commenting, so I'm putting you on blast a little bit. But do you have a favorite song from the EP if you've already heard it? Now, I want to say while they're commenting, the ebook is available on Amazon as well. So if you've already heard it, then that means you're either in my launch team or you are a patron on Patreon. Patreon has heard this album for like almost a year. They've been listening to songs, but they heard the final product maybe 2 months ago. And then the book club, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. So Patreon, you know how it is. Patreon always knows stuff first. Okay, let's see. So Lori said that Grown Up Lullaby is her favorite one. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Sarah Corley says that Breathe Deep is her favorite one. Sarah Lucy Art says Grown Up Lullaby, then Normal. The song with me rapping, that's Normal. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. It looks like Grown Up Lullaby and Normal are definitely favorites. Grown Up Lullaby, if I'm honest, it's a favorite for me. And the song with Morgan, that one's Be Okay. There is a moment, I think it's actually the last page of the book. I don't fully remember. It's either the last page of the book or the last chapter. Yeah, so the very last page of the book, it says, close your eyes, take a deep breath and count to 3. This is finding quiet. And then in the song, Grown Up Lullaby, it says, close your eyes and count to 3. And that's just something that is so simple, but is so necessary. Like, you just need it sometimes to just close your eyes. Just count to 3. Oh my gosh, it's so helpful sometimes. Y'all, last night or 2 nights ago, we were just having a hard time because Bella is an amazing little girl. I don't ever want to be one of those moms that gets on the internet, and I get that people have to share their story, but I'm not trying to get on the internet and talk bad about my kid. She's an amazing little girl. I'm a human. Her dad's a human. She's a human. And so all three of us were having just one of those days, she's learning that, it used to be we'd give her milk and then she wouldn't drink, or she would drink it, or we'd give her food and she would eat it. But now she's developing opinions and stuff like that. And it's hard because we're at the point where we have to be super cool that you have opinions. It doesn't really matter right now. You still gotta drink milk. So it was just one of those really difficult nights where I just was I feel like I'm making my kid do something she doesn't want to do, and just trying to be a good mom, trying to extend grace and be patient, but also it's 9 o'clock, you got to do this. And we went upstairs and Aaron was hanging out with her, and I literally, I hid under our comforter in the bed. And I just took some deep breaths. I don't even know how, I thought I was up there for an hour. I don't think it was that long. But yeah, he put on some of her little music and she was playing with her toys. We just kind of took a break from what we were trying to do because it was a little bit stressful. And I just sat there. It wasn't even quiet. That's the thing about finding quiet. It's not about telling everybody around you to be quiet. It's about what am I allowing get into my spirit, into my heart, into my mind. You can't always quiet everybody around you. So what are you doing to find quiet in your physical, personal space, right? And so that's literally how I was kind of processing things, hearing him do something on his phone, her music, and her play with her little farm. So hearing the little Fisher Price guy go, it's cold tonight, gotta put a blanket on the cows. And I just got under the blanket and by myself, and I was just it was so nice. And maybe 10, 30 minutes later, I don't even know how long it was, I got from under that blanket and I was a new woman. I was yes, I can parent. Let's drink your milk. Let's take a bath. Let's brush your hair. I could do all things through Christ who strengthened me. And I could before I took that moment of quiet. Don't get me wrong. But it's something about that intentional time, something about that space, that moment of just quieting all's things. So it felt nice. It was really great. Someone asked a minute ago, I'm gonna send a few more books on my head out. I think we just hit like 60. I have them in stacks, so I was trying to count them. Someone did ask a minute ago, how did everybody hear the EP early? So there's two different ways. There is one way that is, supporting what Jamie Gray, well, all of it supporting what I do. Let's not get it twisted. So I have something called Patreon. Sorry, Lori. I try not to laugh every time you say something. It just, I feel like I know you and I feel like I hear how you're saying it. Oh man. But anyways, so Patreon is a community where everybody pays $5 a month, and it's so kind because it's how people support what I do. I'm an independent artist, so everything that I do is self-funded. My music that I make is self-funded. This was with a publishing company, not trying to lie, so I don't want that to be misconstrued. But yeah, so it's all self-funded. All the music I make, I produce it all from home. And so Patreon pays $5 a month to support that. And in return, I share with them podcast episodes early, YouTube videos early, songs early. And sometimes I ask their opinion on voting. They have free shipping to all of my apparel and clothing that I sell, just as a way of saying thank you. So that's what Patreon is, and that's how some people heard it early. The other way that people heard it early is through the launch team. Lori, who I just mentioned, I actually met her through my book club, and then Abby through my book club, and then the launch team. And they both they signed up to help promote the book. And so we've all just become buddies through Instagram messages, and they've helped get the word out about the book. And so just as a thank you, I sent the launch team, I sent them the EP early, and I was like, look, I just wanted to thank you guys and give you a little extra thank you for helping me get the word of the book out there. So that's how people heard it early. What's up, Brittany Moses, y'all? Brittany, I'm the worst. Can you please tell me the name of your podcast? What's up, Kimberly? Hi. Thank you so much. Trying some new things. I don't know why they get into crochet before. Oh my goodness. Now that I have, I'm just a new woman. And I'm not even kidding. I don't know if white girls do crochet in their hair. But if you are a black or a brown girl and you're trying to figure out some things for your hair, I literally have a copy and paste that I have sent multiple black and brown girls about how I did my hair. I'm like, look, I got you. It's hard out here. So yeah, you can find my Patreon by going to the link in my bio. And so Brittany, I wanted to know the name of your podcast because I wanted to shout you out really quick. My Patreon is in the link in my bio. You can find how to get my book with the link in my bio. Seriously, either DM me after this or comment. I need to do a post. We're gonna figure out how to do it. But yeah, DM me, and I literally have a copy paste about hair for black girls because I'm like, once I figured it out, I was like, ooh, save money. It's a really great thing. But in case you're new, I am about to head out. I just wanted to give a quick little recap. Again, someone said, do I wear extensions? No. A few weeks ago, my hair was here, and then I just I was for an hour, and then it grew. So this is my book, Finding Quiet, my journey to peace in an anxious world. I do live with an anxiety diagnosis, but I also live with the everyday anxiousness of your average human. And I wanted to write a book all about my journey to figuring that out, navigating through all of that, and just asking for God's grace and God's peace through every step of the way. So that's what this book is about. I like to call it an easy read, but it's also a very emotional read because it tells just some really real and raw stories of a lot of things I've gone through, have experienced, have learned, some convictions as well. There is definitely some very intentional grammatical stuff where some stuff is just straight up lowercase because I wanted it to be, because that's how it happened in my brain and that's how I wanted to see it on paper. There is some poetry, some comedy, And there's something for everybody in here. Specifically, I'd say for your post-high schoolers, your young adults, 20-somethings and 30-somethings. I hope that you guys will check this book out. Brittany Moses says to grease your scalp with some anointing oil and boom! Honestly, that's how it works. It's just how it works. I hope you guys know that I am a total goofball and that is just the vibe, always the vibe. Sarah Corley said that she read about 10 pages in, she started crying and repeat, oh my goodness. Yes, the faith. Thank you, Jessica Moore. This is community. Faith and Mental Wellness Podcast. She answered, but not sure you saw. I didn't see it. There's so much happening in here. So the Faith and Mental Wellness Podcast is such a great podcast hosted by Jessica Moses. No, it's Jennifer Mose. Oh my gosh. We're new friends, guys. We just became friends like 5 minutes ago. What about 50-somethings? Of course, this is for 50-somethings as well. You're the most beautiful people. You have more wisdom than the rest of us. Thank you to Diarra from the launch team. Thank you to the launch team. Thank you to Jamie Grace's book club. Thank you to Team Jamie Grace. Thank you to Bethany. Thank you to Good Eye Management. This book means the world to me. I'm so honored that it is out in the world. It's available today. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, jamiegrace.com. Links in my bio for everything that you guys might need. Oh my gosh, Brittany Moses. Who is Jessica Moses? That was Jessica Moore's fault because I saw Jessica Moore's comment and then it made me think Brittany Moses. Whoa. Bye. Bye, everybody.